In this assignment, I am going to be investigating 4 contemporary issues within sport. So the first one we're going to be looking at is violence within sport. So here are a few definitions before we go into it, just to make it a little bit clearer. So aggression is any form of behaviour directed toward the goal of harming or of injuring another living being who is motivated to avoid such treatment. And this was said by a guy called Barron and Richardson in 1994. Instrumental aggression is a tactical challenge but does harm the opposition. Reactive aggression. So, for example, if someone made a really bad tackle on you and that they did an instrumental aggression tackle and then you retaliated, that would be a reactive aggression. So maybe you punched them back after they slide tackled you. Sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is fair play, so you're sticking to the rules and you are not going around them to find little advantages. Gamesmanship is the opposite, really, to sportsmanship, in the sense that you are bending the rules for advantage. So you're, I don't know, maybe pushing a player at a corner to try find some more space for a header. Deviance is breaking rules for advantage. This might be purposely hurting someone. So player violence. What are the causes of player violence? Well, some of these are to win at all costs, so the motivation within sport to win, the pressure on the players, coaches influencing the players to be aggressive and shouting at them on the sidelines. You've got parents on the sidelines. This isn't so much in adult football, but maybe in a Sunday league for, like, I don't know, under 12s. Rivalry could be a cause, retaliation, provocation. Officials' wrong decisions. So an example of this is the officials made a wrong decision on Ronaldo, and Ronaldo believed the ref made a wrong decision, and the ref accused him of diving. So Ronaldo received a second yellow card, resulting in him being sent off, which resulted in him getting a 1-match ban. Ronaldo disagreed and retaliated and pushed the ref. After this, it resulted in a 5-match penalty ban. And also emotions off the pitch could be affecting them. The consequences and the solutions to these causes. So the consequences currently, they're getting bans, you're getting bookings on the pitch, injuries for the opposition, a bad reputation. So if you've got bad reputation, you won't want to have sponsors because they won't want you in the face of the media. You'll get possibly a wage cut because managers are fining you and don't think you're worth as good as what you actually are. And substitutions, so maybe your manager doesn't want to risk you getting sent off. Solutions: stricter bans, new rules, improved technology, replays, dropped players, psychologists, and therapy. So stricter bans could be, for example, Suarez, he's bitten people on multiple occasions now, but he's still doing it, so maybe bans should be harsher. Drugs in sport. So types of performance-enhancing drugs possibly found within football. Anabolic steroids, this is for like running to build speed. Stimulants, reactions, maybe on a goalkeeper. Narcotic analgesics is an ultimate painkiller, so maybe people play through their injuries. Peptide hormones, so academies might use these, like, not that it's illegal, but Messi did use it, so there were thoughts that he could have got banned before he came to professional football. And diuretics could use to cover up all of these other drugs. I'm just going to go back here. Robbie Fowler was mocking the media after being accused of snorting cocaine, and he was just making a fool of the media, as he was saying that he didn't do regular drugs tests, they wouldn't be able to know anyway. Drugs in football, the positives and negatives. So the positives of having the drugs within football: you can recover quicker, perform better, and it makes it better for the crowds to watch. However, it does affect mental, physical, and psychological health of the players, and it takes away the meaning of the sport. And the meaning of the sport meaning that like everyone is equal and everyone's there to have fun. The ethics and the advantages. So it means that other teams will have bigger advantages over one another. So consequences of drug taking. You can get bans from the game, huge fines. These would be really, really big. So this might be the footballers like a good few months' wages. This could be like £1.5 million for someone like Wayne Rooney. Bad image, so the media will not want them there, and bad reputations. They're hated by the fans, and as a result of the bad image and bad reputation, you'll lose your sponsors, which results in losing money. Solutions to stop the drug taking: random drugs tests to be carried out at the football clubs, regular drug tests, and a ban from the sport altogether. As it's banned from the sport, so why not? If they're going to carry on doing it, ban them from the sport altogether. Bans for selected events and competitions, so maybe just banned from the cup. Politics within sport. Politics within football, the positives and negatives. Well, politics does bring money to the game, and it allows job opportunities and investments. Helps manage antisocial behaviour. Provides opportunities for unwealthy countries to take part in major tournaments like the World Cup. South Africa had the opportunity to host the World Cup in 2010. Causes arguments in the game. Sorry, did we miss something? What's happened here? It's restarted it, I'm sorry. We'll go back through. This is so bad. Sorry about all this. Right, here we go. Causes arguments in the game. So this could be Barcelona and Catalonia, and an example of this could be Gerard Piqué threatening to leave the international football team of Spain, as he believes the opposite to the rest of the country, and it is heavily money based. Celebrations. So an interesting one. Nicolas Anelka celebrated doing the Quenelle, and Jewish people and anti-Semitism people interpreted it as an inverted Nazi salute and as an expression of anti-Semitism. And a result of this celebration here on the right, he was banned for 5 matches and got an £80,000 fine. Historically, no one would have said anything to this because at the time, maybe during World War II, people didn't disagree with the Nazis. Consequences of politics. Causes arguments within the team, so falling out like Piqué and the rest of his Barcelona teammates. Causes disagreements within the leagues. Causes players to leave international football like Piqué. It can help players get sponsors, funny enough, and it can help players with support. Can cause upsets with teammates, so scraps between Neymar and newly transferred Nelson Semedo. And it can also lead to racism, as shown with Nicolas Anelka. So, yeah, the solutions of politics within football. Player bans from the sport, so maybe players like Anelka should not have been given a hefty fine, he should have got banned. Getting new sponsors, because sometimes these clubs are not very good with their sponsors. Discussions between governing bodies, so the FAs and the other FAs around the world will discuss things. Gender. Okay. Gender stereotypes. Society have a huge impact. So society, when children grow up, they kind of divide sports into girls' sports and boys' sports. And you get judged if you're different, maybe at primary school. And the expectations, if you are different, people are quick to judge you, so they're quick to make an opinion on you and maybe not be your friend and leave you out. The history, based on the past, male dominance. It was mainly male dominance, and women were not allowed to take part in the sport as it was very manly. Parents' influence on what is wrong and right. For example, young children away from other gender sports. So maybe if you had a boy, it'd be like rugby and football, and girls, oh no, don't go outside, it's muddy, and all this kind of thing. So parents can have a huge impact. The two ways inequality could go in women's football. So here's how it could go, meaning bad, and it will stop completely women's football. However, on the other side, if it started to get a bit more media published, it'd get more money, meaning everyone to have equal pay, and it would become even better and equal to men's football. Causes of gender inequality: history, so male dominance in the past; appearance, so people don't want to look different; parents influencing you at a young age, male and female sports; physical education, so the divide between girls and boys at a young age playing different sports. And here's facts of gender inequality. Active People Survey in 2015-16, the percentage of male that participated in one sport a week was 40.5%, whereas females were 31.9%, which is substantially lower. And another example here is Everton men's football club season tickets are a lot more expensive to women's football. Solutions to inequality: parents encourage from a young age to do other sports. No PE divide. More opportunities. Equal advertisement. Equal television rights. Equal pay. And accessibility needs to improve. And thank you for listening, and that's the end of my presentation. Cheers.